everybody. I would like to really thank the HFSP for having us here. What we would like to do, or what we are trying to study, is really how individual interactions with a common environment lead to the emergence of group formation. What is a bit special is rather than doing simulations, computer simulations, or studying it in cell populations, which is maybe something I would usually do, our collaboration is using as its test case an existing art performance. This art object, I said, yes, it's a participatory art event, was designed by Goni Shifron, who you can see over here in the top. And the idea of this art piece is that she invites people to come together and sit around the table, each of them is sitting in front of their own individual pile, and then they need to together make all of these piles reach an equilibrium. Once that equilibrium is reached, much like in living systems, they break the equilibrium and reach equilibrium again until the whole thing cycles through the whole process. And so we are studying how this dynamic behaves and can we see group formation. This is, as you would hope, is a very multidisciplinary, very cross-cultural endeavor. In our little group up there, we have 7 languages amongst us. We come from 3 continents, and we have managed in the short time that we have been doing this experiment to enact TA in at least 4 languages to see how diverse it can be. And we are using different techniques, human testing, tracking of tracking of pebbles and human dynamics. And as I heard somebody ask for yesterday, we are also going to do brain recording. So we will have this is like the advantage of doing this model in humans rather than in a computer. We can actually track their brains. We haven't quite gotten to the brain recording part, but you will see the other kinds of analysis in the 3 posters that we have, poster 19 and 20 and 21. And I want to highlight 2 results of the many results that are in the posters. First, on the left-hand side, you can see this is sort of an average track of how dynamics occurs over time in every one of these, in every one of the artistic events. So each one of these lines is 1 TA performance, and to reach equilibrium, one of the participants has to decide that they are pushing in their pile because they have reached equilibrium. But what is interesting here, if you organize all the tracks so they are aligned to when things are pushed in, immediately before one person decides to push in, everybody at that table is paying attention, and so they stop moving. So even though one person is acting, the whole group is actually aware that action will happen, and only one is representing them. And the other result we have...
Maybe explain it at the poster?
No, okay, but just the conclusion here
the lunch.
Is when we ask people ahead of time and before time, the joy of people participating in TA is enhanced. And so please, I invite you also, we've been allowed by the organizers to show you what it means to do this kind of experiment. And so outside that door on the way to lunch, you can participate in TA. And so, sorry, thank you.
Thank you very much. Participate in TA outside.